said by Henry Bergson, life does not proceed by the association and addition of elements, but by dissociation and division. Good morning and a warm welcome to respected jury members and my dear friends. Today, we, the Radicals Group, are going to present our views on the topic India should divide larger states for better governance and development. Let's have a quick glance on the flow of presentation. We will start our presentation with number 1, good government and its measurement, that will be covered by me, development and its measurement, that will be covered by Mr. Satish Patel, and third point, there is time for small states, statistics, past reasons and effect, that will be covered by Mr. Makwana, and fourth point, that and the rest of the points that are advantages of small states, conclusion and recommendation will be covered by Mr. Satish. Let me introduce my group members, Mr. Satish Patel, Mr. Makwana, and Mr. Satish, and I, Satish Makwana. As per the notion of our topic goes, good governance leads to development. Now, what is governance? Governance, there are many definitions given by many bodies, but the one that appears the most appropriate by the point of view of UNDP, that is United Nations Development Program, is the exercise of economical, political, administrative authority of the states on each and every aspect is called governance. Now the question arises, what is good governance? The answer lies around these 8 parameters. First and foremost is accountable. Accountable in the sense that not only governmental institutions but also the private sectors as well as the society organizations must be accountable to the public. Second is consensus oriented. Consensus oriented in the sense that the government should indicate the policies which covers the interest of the community as a whole. Effective and efficient. That the government should produce the results which meet the expectations of the community. Equitable and inclusive. The members of the country should feel that they have a share in the development of the country, and they do not feel excluded from the part of the country. Follows the rule of law. There should be a fair legal framework for a country. The police force should not be corruptible and unbiased. Responsive in the sense that the government should be able to respond to the issues of public within a reasonable time frame. Then transparent. The information should be available to the people whenever they want. The good example of transparency in India is the Act RTI, that is Right to Information Act. Now we know what is good governance. Let's come to know what is how to measure governance. There are many measures, but the one according to us, the good measure is Kaufman Index. Kaufman Index is good governance on the government on the basis of 6 parameters. I have already explained some of the parameters, so I will now focus on the parameters that I have not explained. Political stability and no violence. The political party which is currently ruling the country or state, if it will rule for a long time, then there will be a good implementation of economic policies, and no violence in the sense that in a state there should be no problems like social issues or mess up in groups or in religions. Regulatory quality. The government should be able to regulate the economy of a state or nation, and it should also be able to regulate the economies of the sectors as well. Control of corruption. A government should be able to tackle the problem of corruption at a large. Let's have a look at Kaufman Index for 3 countries. That is for the year 2009. As you can see, Australia has scored more than 95 in each and every aspect, and Singapore has scored more than 89 in each and every aspect except voice accountability. And as far as India is concerned, we are still far behind in terms of good governance. Now, if someone argues that good governance does not lead to economic development, then I have an example of Bihar in India which can prove them wrong. As you can see, in the year 2005, there were 384.6 kilometers of roads, and after being controlled by Honorable Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, during the time period 2006 to 2010, there have been construction of 27,000 kilometers of road. Not only that, my friends, but there is a generation of employment as well. There are vacancies of 34,540 teacher jobs in Bihar right now, and there have been 21 according to the data of National Crime Report, there was an example in context to India. Now quickly have a look at international models. We have taken example of Australia to make you understand good governance. There are policies which satisfies the NEP pattern. For individual liberty, Australia have a policy called freedom of association. Australians are free to say or write publicly or privately about whatever they feel about the government or any topic, but it should maintain the decorum of a country. Democracy. Australia has a system of equal voting rights for adult citizens as well as permanent residents, which enables them to participate in the development and growth of a country. Transparency. Australia has an act called Freedom of Information Act, which enables Australians to access the information or documents about the political activity or government processes. As far as ranking is concerned, Australia was ranked first in terms of possession of political rights and civil liberties by Freedom House. UNDP's Human Development Report have ranked Australia second in terms of life expectancy, adult literacy, and adjusted real income. And Transparency International have ranked Australia 11th in terms of low degree of corruption. Till now, I have discussed and I have focused on good governance and its measurement. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Satish to take you through with the development part. Thank you so much for peacefully listening to me.
So now you have an idea about what is governance and its effects as well as the international models. Let's talk about economic development and the indicators affecting it. There are several indicators of development, but as far as we can know, economic growth. Economic growth is a rise of per capita income as well as income of any country and GDP. Economic growth can be positive as well as negative. Economic growth is a stage of economic development. Economic development is not only the rise in GDP or the national income, it also focuses on the well-being of the citizen of the country. Inequality. It is a major point for understanding the development. It is a major indicator. Inequality refers to inequality of gender, equality of law, opportunities, poverty. Poverty is also a major concern for development. In many countries, number of people are below poverty line. The major focus is on lack of food, shelter, and condition of their health. Sustainability. According to Brundtland report of United Nations, sustainability is the ability of sustainable development needs to fulfill the needs of current generation with the expenses of without compromising the expenses of future needs and generations. It is a sustainable development. Health. Health is very essential for, is a very crucial point to understanding for the economic development. It refers to the quality of food, clean water, which is a major factor for infants and children in developing countries. It is also measured by the health services of any economy, as well as environment, human biology. Infrastructure is basically